Hi, Hope Zvara here, and today we're going to be working through 5 minutes of core. So really important when we think about our core and we think about using this area of the body, one, it's everything that we do. So we're not just turning our core on and off during the day, or if you are going to some sort of an exercise program, one portion of the class is set aside for core work. Well, what I want you to pay attention to is really incorporating the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominal, the multifidi through the vertebrae, the erectors on each side of the spine, internal, external oblique, rectus, diaphragm, all of these really central trunk muscles into everything that you do. But today we are going to really be focusing in on your actual core or your center. So this will just consist of 5 minutes, but each move is a minute long. So you're going to find that you are leaving after a 5-minute practice with a steamy, sizzly core just right for today. Let's begin. Hi, welcome. So what you'll need for today's practice is a mini ball. And as you've probably watched some of my other YouTube videos, I really believe in using a mini ball, especially for quality core work. And you'll notice my balls look a little bit sad. You want to make sure you inflate the ball based on your body size. I'm a little bit smaller framed, so my ball has a little bit less air so that you're doing the work rather than the ball. All right, so I have one to go between my knees. If you don't have two, make sure you just use a foam block or a rolled up towel, something that you can just really engage the line of the core up through the inner thighs and into the pelvic floor. All right, I'm gonna be keeping track of the timer for our 5-minute moves here so that we really rock as hard as we possibly can. All right, so feet are planted. They're in line with your sit bones. I'm sitting tall on my sit bones, and then on the exhalation, initiating with the pelvic floor contraction. So anal sphincter, perineum, urethra, I'm going to contract those areas and add that little tilt in my pelvis. Now if your hips are really frozen, you're going to try to compensate by using the upper body. I only want you to use that pelvic area. So as you create that tilt and keep that engagement, engage on the prop between your knees, and let's ride it back to about 45 degrees. Perfect. So we're going to work with an alternating arm scissoring. And so on the inhalation, one arm's going to be coming up. You're turning away from that arm. Really challenge the head, neck, and eyes. That rotation with the head is really serving the entire spine. And then coming back down, and then inhale coming up, and exhale coming back down. As we work with this movement, I really want you to pay attention to being solid and steady in your center and in your torso, because at the very end, we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit, and the arm is moving, not the torso. Think about really pumping that core power right into your being. All right, so when you're ready, arms come up, pelvic tilt, exhale. Inhale, ride it back, let's begin. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keeping your center strong. I'm going to make sure I can see my timer here. Make sure that you're not laying on the ball, but rather trying to, in a sense, be in front of it with a strong core contraction. Every time you exhale, pay attention that you are really engaging from the bottom of your core, from the pelvic floor. Shoulders are soft, arms are slicing. Breathe wide into your lungs rather than into your belly. All right, here we go. Pick up the pace. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Inhale, exhale, lift with your center. Pause here, take a moment for yourself, and we're going to come right back onto that ball again. Sitting nice and tall. Exhale, pelvic tilt with a long spine, no rounding or kyphosis. Inhale, ride it back. Nice. We're going to work with arm circles. So we're going to start small and slowly increase the circle size, and then we're going to reverse it at about halfway. Again, torso stays nice and steady. Inhale and exhale calmly. Keeping that engagement on the ball between the knees, just slowly start to increase the size of the circle. As you increase the size of the circle, imagine smiling underneath your navel point, keeping again the pelvic floor nice and strong. Inhaling through the nose, shoulders are soft, I'm not rounding. Exhale through the nose. Inhaling through the nose, chin is down. There's nothing for you to see on the ceiling here. All right, now reverse it. So I'm starting large, and I'm gradually drawing that funnel smaller and smaller. Again, I'm thinking about the internal muscles of my body. I'm not resting on the ball. We have about 15 seconds left. Just slowly draw that a little bit smaller each time. Stay committed, stay with your breath. No hip flexor pain. 3, 2, and 1. Lift with your center, coming back up. Pause and breathe. Nice. All right, next move is going to be an up down. So you have two options here. I'm going to keep my knees bent, or I'm going to extend my legs out, anchor the legs, sitting nice and tall. I'm going to work here today, but feel free. This is going to be a great variation, especially if you're having hip flexor pain or lower back pain due to the fact that your hip flexors are tight. So I want you to pay attention to your body. Remember, again, the goal is not to go super far back. The goal is to be consistent and to feel very solid in your body. Arms are either extended out in front, or you're going to go genie style arms. So whenever you're ready, we're going to begin. Deep breath in, pelvic tilt, exhale. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, lifting through your center. As you come back on the inhale, almost imagine internally rotating your thighs. Keep your elbows off your chest. Inhale, breathe wide into your lungs. Exhale, no pressure down and out through your pelvic floor. Inhale, chin is down. Exhale, coming up. So when we think about 5-minute core, we're probably thinking speed, fast. Let's try to go as quick as we can, mindless movement. But I want you to be effective. I want you to actually feel your center and say, oh my gosh, I'm totally using that area of my body. Notice if one side of your back feels stronger, instead of trying to force the weaker side, back down on the stronger side. Nice, give about 10 seconds. Chin is down, keep breathing. Nice job, let's get one more in really quick here. And exhale up, great job. Take a moment and breathe. All right, next one, we're gonna work with the obliques. Bring the ball back between the knees again, sitting nice and tall. You have two options here. You're gonna work genie style arms. I'm just gonna come into that 45 real quick, and we're gonna rotate the torso, head, neck, and eyes back to center, or we're gonna work with a pull. Inhale, reach back, pull back, look back, relax your shoulder, chest is open. Exhale, shoot it to center at 45. The lower body does not move, really important. This is a spinal rotation, really working internal, external oblique. So use that prop between the knees to help you stay solid and strong. We're gonna go for a minute. Here we go, big breath in, tilt, exhale, inhale, ride it back. All right, inhale, reach back, look back, pull back, exhale, no pressure out on the pelvic floor. Imagine turning your rib cage without getting what I like to call rectus pubis. So no popping out of those front belly muscles. We're at halfway. If you're feeling lower back pain, make sure you're not losing your tilt, which is very common. Also, bring your ankle up a little bit higher. Go back to genie style arms. All right, go to your weaker side for the remaining time here. That's to my right. So sorry, I'm turning away from you. Legs are steady and strong. Pelvic floor is engaged. One more. Inhale, lift, exhale. Nice job. All right, last one. We're going to actually come onto our back. So lay back. Ball goes underneath the sacrum. One of my favorite, which is toe taps. So we're going to become neutral pelvis, relax and broaden the upper back, front ribs are relaxed down, pelvic floor is engaged, lift one leg at a time flawlessly. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm trying to create balance and stability, palms face in, robot arm are going to be our options today. And we're going to start out here dropping one leg. Inhale, lower towards the floor. Exhale, I'm lifting with my trunk, not with my hip flexors. Shoulders are staying as relaxed as possible, so bury them into the floor. And if you're noticing any hip flexor pain, one, you might be dropping too far down, or two, try to ever slightly internally rotate that hip flexor, or sorry, that femur head. So I'm going to slightly roll, let's say, my right leg in to help that guy shut off a little bit. Our psoas is going to be a mover, and it's somewhat of a stabilizer, but for most of us, we use it as strictly a stabilizer, and we want to be more internal in our core. 15 seconds. When I'm keeping neutral pelvis, I'm also asking my lower back to be a part of my core, which is really important. Let's go 5, 4, relax your shoulders, 3, 2, now let's just do 5 double leg. Engage, inhale, lower, exhale, come up. I'm keeping neutral pelvis. Inhale, I can only go as far as I can keep neutral pelvis. So there's kind of your release form. If you can keep neutral pelvis, no hip flexor pain, you can go a little closer towards the floor. The floor is not the goal. Neutral stability and core strength is. One more. Inhale, breathe into your lungs, and exhale back up. Nice job, drop your feet. Little bound angle here, arc the back, stretch, and then release your arms, draw the knees together, lift your hips, remove the ball, roll to your side with a little help from your arm. Great job. 5 minutes can go a long way. As long as you're effective, working hard, and smart, everything you do counts. For more information, visit my website at hopecorefitness.com. I have some great online offerings as well, so make sure you check those out. And maybe I'll be in your area soon, so definitely visit my website. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.